Hello there, guys. Welcome. And I am Teacher Stevens. And for today, we are going to learn about nouns and pronouns. So, as you can see, guys, this is also very important because if we don't have nouns and pronouns, we cannot describe or create a sentence. So, are you wondering how it works? So, let's go. Let's learn about nouns and pronouns. Okay, so now nouns are words that name a person, place, or any entity. Anything that exists, ideas, thoughts, emotions, people, all the objects like cars, planets, televisions, and phones, and more can be named. So most sentences have multiple nouns. Some sentences have only a single noun. So number one, we have proper and a common nouns. So nouns that name a particular item in a group are called proper nouns. So the first letter is capitalized. So this is the proper noun, guys. So your name is a proper noun. So for example, we have Michael Jordan. It's a person and he is an athlete. So yeah. So second, we have Pepsi Cola. This is a brand of soda and it's a drink. So that's why it's capital letter also. So next one is New York. It should be capitalized because it's a city. So do you get it, guys? So nouns that refer to a general class of person, place, entity are common nouns and they are not capitalized. Example, we have basketball player, soda, or city. In in terms, it's a general class, so it does not have a capital letters such as the name. We have to capitalize the first letters of the name because it has a particular item. Okay. Okay, next one. Okay, next we have the common nouns are words. Okay, wait. Okay, next one we have common nouns are words that specify a general person, place, or an entity. For example, I went to the downtown to do shopping. The next is the girl was very shy. Next, the car is black. So note they are not capitalized because they are common nouns. Okay. Next one, we have proper nouns. Proper nouns are words that specify a definite person, place, or a thing. That, like what we have mentioned a while ago, proper nouns are words that specify a person, place, or a thing. So we have here a sample sentence. They arrived at London at midnight. Mr. Anderson is so helpful. I found my friends at Sandra's place. So note guys, they are all capitalized. Like the London, it's a city in the US and the name Mr. Anderson and also Sandra because it is a name. Okay. So next one we have the abstract, concrete, and collective nouns. So we have abstract nouns name ideas, thoughts, or emotions. For example, love, peace, and honor. So an abstract noun is a word that we can't detect through our five senses. In other words, there are nouns that can't be seen, heard, smelled, tasted, or touched. For examples, we have His bravery was impressive by any standard, so it's impressive. Curiosity often leads to nothing but trouble. So her beauty makes her famous in the whole school. So beauty is the abstract here. So next we have what made me successful was my dedication to my work. So in other words, guys, abstract nouns, these are the ideas, thoughts, or emotions that cannot be detected by our senses. So we can't feel it, we can see it, we can smell it. Okay, so in other words, these are the thoughts or emotion. Okay, next one we have though, these are the abstract nouns, examples of action abstract nouns. So we have love, we have hate, we have honesty, we have bravery, we have knowledge, we have interest, we have peace, we have pride, we have justice, anger, curiosity, wisdom, and confidence, importance, intelligence, information, dedication, loyalty, courage, freedom, kindness, politeness, friendship, and trust. So these are the examples of abstract nouns. Okay, so let's have we have concrete nouns. So name physical. So concrete nouns name physical objects that have a mass. So example, all, tree, and glass. So here is some more definite explanation about concrete noun. So it's a word, concrete noun is a word that we can detect through our five senses. So it's the opposite of the abstract nouns. So concrete nouns can detect the five senses. In other words, they are nouns that can be seen, heard, smelled, tasted, or touched. So again, for example, my father has just bought a new car. So next we have there are many cats around the tree. The president made his first trip to Asia. We have a fantastic teacher. So yeah. So these are words that can be seen or can be detected by our five senses. Okay, so yeah. So if we are just going to realize this is just the opposite of abstract noun. So you have to remember guys, abstract cannot be sensed by our five senses and concrete noun. We can detect it by our five senses, okay? So that's what we are gonna remember. Okay, next. These are examples of concrete nouns. We have English, student, dog, book, house, train, phone, carpet, school, bridge, chef, stone, turtle, key, hat, brick, vase, water, spear, fork, ship, ball, cup, and ring. Okay, next, collective nouns are refer to a group of people or entities. So these are the examples. Herd, bunch, army, family, and tribe. So these are examples of a group of people. Okay, guys. So family has several persons in it. So it's a group of people. Tribe also. Of course, we have the army. Okay. Okay, so these are examples of collective nouns. We have the armada of ships, army of caterpillars or army of frogs. We have soldiers. We have bank of circuits. We have batch of cookies, battery of tests, bed of clams or bed of snakes, belt of asteroids, bevy of beauties, bouquet of flowers, brood of hens, bundle of nerves, bunch of cranes, caravan of camels, seed of badgers, chain of islands, clan of hyenas, class of students, cloud of nuts, clutter of cats, clunch of chicks or clunch of eggs. We have company of actors, colony of ants or colony of bats, colony of beavers. We have leopards or penguins, okay? Colony of leopards and colony of penguins. We have congregation of lovers or congregation of worshippers. We have corpse of giraffes, coven of witches, crowd of onlookers, culture of bacteria. So, okay, guys, so these are also examples of collective nouns. So, we use these collective nouns in order for our sentence to elaborate the group of people and also for our sentence to be more unique and understandable. So, we do not say um, I like I saw some bees or that's why we have let's say I saw a hive of bees. Okay, so understood that we have saw many bees. So we have okay, that's it. Next we have the nouns. Okay, oh okay. Next one we have nouns are divided into two groups. Okay, one we have countable nouns are also called count nouns. Okay, so for example, the toys are in the box. Okay, we have also these examples: idea, mistake, city, car, worker, teacher, star, sister, bear, bottle, room, coin. Okay, for example, he has got a lot of books. So there aren't many cars outside. Okay, to get it, guys. So we also have uncountable nouns that are called mass nouns. So the water is cold, so we cannot count water. Okay. Oh, there are other examples. We have water, ice, juice, rice, sand, butter, information, science, hair, soap, time, money. In short, guys, we can never count this sample words because we cannot count water or how many water it is. So we cannot ever count the juice, okay, or the sand. Get the point, guys? For examples, there are a little meat in the kitchen. We haven't got much time. Adam loves science. Ali doesn't like milk. So yeah, so we have um countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Okay, so based from the word countable, we can count the nouns, or for the uncountable, we cannot count the word itself. Okay, we can never count how many water does it contain. Okay, next one we have quantifiers that are used with countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, we have with countable nouns we have many, a great number of, a large number of, a great many, or a few, a number of. So these are examples of countable with countable nouns. Okay, these are examples of quantifiers. For with uncountable nouns, we have much, little, a great deal of, great amount of. Okay, for both with uncountable and uncountable, we have some, any, a lot of, lots of, plenty of. Okay, so we have to remember this one. So we have a hint here. A few is more than few, and a little is more than little. So he has little money. I have little money. Okay. Tim has few friends. I have a few friends. Or I have more money. I have more friends. Okay. Very good. Let's go to the next one. Okay, these are some terms used with uncountable nouns. Okay, we have a cup of coffee, bags of tea, a loaf of bread, a piece of chalk, a slice of bread, a bottle of perfume, a dish of fresh fruit, a pound of cheese, a bar of soap, a can of Coke, a head of lettuce, a tube of toothpaste, a kind of shaving cream, a jar of honey. And also we have two slices of bread, three pieces of chalk, three loaves of bread, two bottles of perfume, five boxes of tea, two cups of coffee, two dishes of fresh fruit, a few pounds of cheese, two bars of soap, two cans of Coke, three heads of lettuce, five tubes of toothpaste, two cans of shaving cream, and three jars of honey. For forming plurals, most of the nouns are made plural by adding an s. So, like example, pen for plural form is pens. Pencil and plural is pencils. We have book, the plural is books, and also file, the plural is files. Okay, you just have to add the s. Next one, we have the ending with s or z or x or ch or the sh and the ch. Okay, are made plural by adding es. So this one we have to add es to the singular form. So like for example, we have wish, wishes, watch. Oh, this is the tch. Okay, or watches. Fox, the x one we have foxes. Boss, we have bosses. Okay. If a noun singular form ends with a consonant plus y, you must change the y to I and then add ES. So like for example, we have baby, so the ending is Y. So we have to change the Y to I and add ES. That's why it is babies. Next we have candy or candies. Sky, skies. Spice, spice. Okay, you get it guys? Okay. Next one we have okay guys. Next we have to remember that proper nouns are exceptional nouns or they have exemptions to the rules. Like the Wendy's, not the Wendy's, or the Kennedys, not the Kennedys. Because this says that Wendy's is their own. That's not because it's not the plural form of it. Okay guys, so but there are exceptions to the rules just like this two. Okay, next one, because these words are their um proper words, or they are these are the words that doesn't need to have the plural form because it is as it is. Okay, so next we have some irregular plural forms like man, or and then a man. For woman and a woman, like feet, a foot or feet, we have tooth, teeth, child, children, medium, and media. Okay, so attention, guys. A singular subject takes a singular verb, and a plural subject takes a plural verb. So therefore, the media are presenting the story inaccurately. Women are usually more sensitive than men. So here again, singular subject takes a singular verb and a plural subject takes a plural verb. Okay, understood? Okay, next we have forming plurals. Okay, most nouns take s at the end of their singular forms. Okay, for example, a singular of camera and the plural form is camera. So we just have to add s. Okay. Next If the noun ends in s, they, ch, sh, o, s, double s, or x, we add es. Okay, for example, we have potato and becomes potatoes. We add es. We have pass. We have passes in a plural form, and tax and plural form is taxes. We add es on those words. Okay, because they end the word ends in o, double s, and an x. Okay, but we have an exceptions also for this one. For radio, like it ends in an o, but we only add s on the word, not es. Okay, so we have radios. And photos, we don't have to add es, we just add s on the word, so it becomes photos. Okay, don't get confused, guys. Next, we have if the noun ends in f or fe, change f or fa to v and add es. Remember, if it ends in f or fe, we have to change those letters to v and add es. For example, we have knife, so it ends in fe. So knife becomes knives in a plural form. We have to change fe to v and add es. Okay, it becomes knives. Same goes with wife. It becomes wives. So this how we have thief. The ending letter is letter F. So we have to change F to V and add ES. Okay, so it becomes thieves. Next we have the shelf. Same goes with the shelf. It ends with F. So we have to change F to V and add ES. Okay. Okay, that's it guys. For the ending in F and FE. Okay, next we have if the noun ends in Y, precededly by a consonant, change Y to I and add ES. So it becomes IES. Now we have to add IES. For example, we have fly, it's ending in Y, so we have to change Y to I and add ES. It becomes flies. Next, we have baby, it becomes babies. Country, and becomes plural form is countries. Same goes with city, it becomes cities. Okay, so some nouns have irregular plural forms. For example, the singular is the child and the plural form is children. And next we have foot, the plural form is feet. And tooth, we have teeth. For man, we have men. And sheep, also we have also sheep. It doesn't change at all, but so you have to remember this plural table in order for us to use the proper plural form in our sentences. Okay, it's a very important, guys, to remember this. Okay, we have next. Okay, we have the non-singular and the plural form nouns. So as we mentioned earlier, we have to add s in the singular form. So pencil become pencils, car become cars, city becomes cities. Okay. Y, change Y and change Y to I and add ES. Okay. And woman, woman, book, books, we have to add S. Dictionary, it becomes dictionaries. Lesson, lessons. Foot and feet. For no non-aligned singular form, yeah. Okay. Cattle, trousers. So these are, you don't have to change this, guys. Okay, because these are in their plural form already. They don't have a singular form. Cattle, trousers, scissors, pliers, police, glasses, pants, and shorts. So we don't say short. It's different. Short is um different from length, but shorts is what we used to wear. Okay, it's a kind of clothing. Same goes with scissors. We don't say scissor, we just say scissors. Okay, for non-plural form, we have the news, information, missiles, furniture, baggage, advice, knowledge, and rubbish. Okay, so we have to remember this, guys. Next, we have, okay, we have singular or plural of verb to be. Okay, a library is a useful building. So if we have to change this to plural form, libraries are useful buildings. Okay, as we said earlier, if we're gonna use the singular form, we have also, if we have a singular verb or a noun, we have to also use a singular verb. Okay, so it's equal, singular, singular, plural, or plural. Okay, we have next, she is a clever girl. If we will make this plural, they are clever girls. Okay, so here in the first sentence, we are talking about one girl. In the next one, we are talking two or more girls here, okay? Next, is it a new shelf? This is singular form, and for the plural form, are they new shelves? Okay, so we're talking about more shelves. Next, we have, are these boys hungry? So we are talking about plural form of a sentence. Next, the singular form, is this boy hungry? Okay, so we're talking about one boy only. Okay, do you get now, guys? Okay, very good. We will proceed now to the next one. So, okay, we will proceed now to pronouns. So, pronoun is a word that can be substituted for a noun phrase, or for other pronouns without changing the meaning of the sentence. Okay, we have personal pronouns. We have the first, second, and third person. Okay, for subjective, we the first for the first person we have I. So I myself. Okay, for the second is you. The second person is you. Okay, for the third person, he, she, or it. He for the male, she for the female, and it for a thing or for an animals. Okay. Okay. Next, for the objective part, we have me is equivalent to I. So me again. You for you. He, him for the male, and her for female, and also it again for any kinds of object, and for animals. Okay. For possessive, we have my and mine. So possessive means it's we are incorporating that this that the word that the object is belongs to you. Okay, next one have yours and his for male, her or hers for female, and its. Okay, next we have the plural form. For subjective we have we, and again for you plural form is you. For the third person, we have they. Okay, next we have the objective. Us for the first person, you again for the second, and them for the third person. Okay, next we have the possessive pronouns. Okay, first is our or ours for the first person, you and yours for the second person, and their or theirs for the third person. Okay, we have to remember this, guys, the personal pronouns, because these are commonly used in a sentence, and these are commonly used on our conversational English. So we all have to remember this, guys. Okay, we'll get there in time. So yeah, next we have the subject and the nominative pronouns. So I, you, he, she, it, we, and they are used as the subject of a verb. So they do the action. Okay. For example, it is cold. It is the subject of is. Okay. For our next, we have she paid today. She is the subject for paid. Okay, she is a subject for paid. Okay, they are used as the subject of a verb, so they do the action. Okay, next we have the object or objective pronouns. Me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. They are always the object of the verb or the preposition or the infinitive to whom or what the action is being done to. For example, she paid him today. Okay, him is being paid, not paying. In other words, him is the one receiving the payment. Okay, next we have I wanted her to come to the cinema with me. So I am the subject of wanted. So I wanted. And her is the object of wanted. I wanted her. So okay, her is the subject of wanted, and him is the object of preposition. So let's go. Preposition with. Okay, you get it, guys? Or are you confused? Okay, you will just okay, you're getting there, but you have to tackle this in just for a slow manner. Okay, okay. For him, is being paid and not paying. So I wanted her to come. So I am the subject for wanted, and her is the subject for wanted, and he is the object of the preposition, and that's with. Okay, it's just connected with each other. So next we have possessive. So it's like we said earlier, possessive is what belongs to you or to them. Okay. Mine, yours, his, hers, it's, ours, and theirs. They show ownership. Answer. Answering the question whose. The car is mine. So whose car it is? It is my car. It is mine. So it's my possession. The car is mine. Okay? Do you get it, guys? Okay, very good. Next, okay, we have reflexive pronouns. So reflexive pronouns, also known as mirror pronouns, that reflect the action of the verb back at the subject. So myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves. So this is the plural form, themselves. Okay, use the right mirror pronoun to match the subject. For example, he hit himself with the slingshot. So he unintentionally hit himself. So in other words, this is only one person doing this slingshot. So he hit himself. Okay, they rescued themselves by selling their house. So this is the plural form. They rescued themselves. Okay, so they is plural. So we use themselves. Okay. Okay, next we have reflexive pronouns may be used to emphasis. Okay, for example, he himself finished all the work. So he worked he worked alone in this one. So it's significant for emphasis. He himself finished. So next, I myself couldn't believe what he said. There is emphasis there. So I myself, okay, get it? Okay, very good. So by plus reflexive pronoun is equal to alone or without help. For example, my sister lives by herself. So she is alone on her own. Okay. I prepared the dinner by myself. So I prepared it alone without any help of any person. So I solved the puzzle all by myself. Okay, we have the emphasis there. All by myself. Next, some other uses. So these are other uses. Did you enjoy yourself at the party? Okay. So the one asking you is, did you have fun? Something like that. Okay, next you have, please help yourself to some food. It means that go and get whatever you want, or just you just have to feel at home. Okay, some other sets. So how do you feel? Okay, so it's for yourself to reflect. Okay, guys. Mm-hmm. Next we have relative pronouns. So, like any pronoun, relative pronouns are substituted for nouns. Okay, relative pronouns are substituted for nouns and other pronouns that functions as subject or objects in a sentence. So, relative pronouns are mostly used when combining sentences in which a word or phrase is repeated. Okay, for example, the gym was very crowded today. Okay. Or the gym is closed tomorrow. So the gym, which was very crowded today, is closed tomorrow. So see the how pronouns substitute for nouns. Okay, that's good. Okay, we have the who and whom. We use who and whom when referring to beings with consciousness. Okay, people, animals, when personified, like God, and etc. So, example, the man who sold you that book is my teacher. It's okay. Who is a definite pronoun because the sentence mentions the person in advance. Okay, who is the one I'm defining as the teacher. Okay, the man who sold you that book is my teacher. Okay, next, we use who when the pronoun is the subject of the verb. So, example, Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of the most popular action movie actors. So, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California. So, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is one of the most popular actors, was the governor of California. You get it, guys? Okay, very good. So use whom when the pronoun is the subject of a verb, preposition, or infinitive. For example, Betty is the president of Bedrock. Wilma praised Betty at the meeting. Okay, so if we are gonna make this a sentence, a full sentence, Betty, whom Wilma praised at the meeting. So Betty was being praised by Wilma. Okay, is the president of Bedrock, whom replaces Betty. So which is the subject of the word praise? Okay, so Betty is being praised here, guys. Okay, get it now? Very good. Okay, more examples. Some wondered who was ringing her doorbell. So Sam is not sure if who is ringing the bell. Who is the subject of was ringing. Okay, so Sam was not sure whom he could trust with her secret. So Sam is the subject of trust. And who is the object of trust? Okay. Okay. Note it is safe to use who if the sentence begins with a pronoun. Okay, for example, who did you ask? And for more formal, who did you ask? Okay. Okay, and which or that? We use that when referring to persons, animals, or things in an essential relative clause. For example, the book that is assigned to me is 400 pages. We are giving information in 400 pages. about a specific book. So the book that is assigned to me. So we limit the focus on the particular book without the clause that is assigned to me. The meaning of the sentence would change. We can use which in the above sentence, although that should be preferred. So that is more appropriate on the sentence. But we can also use which for like this one. The books which is assigned to me is 400 pages. But it's more appropriate that we use that on that sentence, okay? Okay, next we use which when referring to persons, animals, or things in a non-essential relative clause. For example, San Francisco, which is a great city in California, is where my brother lives. So after the pronoun which, okay, this one, we are just giving some additional information about San Francisco. So these are not non-essential, okay, relative clause. We just adding some information about the San Francisco here. Okay, next we cannot use that in the above sentence after the comma. San Francisco, that is great, you know. See, it's different. So the appropriate and the proper word here is which. Okay. Next, for more examples on which versus that. Animals that have four legs can learn to hop quickly. So limiting the focus on animals with four legs only. Okay, we get it, guys. Animals which breathe the same air as us have existed on Earth for many hundred of millions of years. So cats which cannot fly are friendly animals. So additional information about cats which can fly and the main point are friendly animals. There is no certain limitations for the pronoun which. So in other words, um, which doesn't limiting for only one animals or person. Um it is no limitation by the pronoun. Okay. Or okay. Next, note we have the pronoun who is preferred in some cases for the above sentences. So animals who breathe the same air as us have existed on Earth for many hundred of millions of years. Okay. Who is preferred in this sentence? In order for the sentence to be more appropriate and more emphasized. Okay, next one, whoever and whomever. So similar to who and whom, except in an indefinite way. So some told you that book, he did not give you the right one. Whoever sold you that book did not give you the right one. So whoever is an indefinite pronoun because the sentence does not mention above the whoever in advance. Okay. So whoever is the subject of the verb so. Okay. So whoever means we don't know the whoever is mentioned in the sentence. Okay, you sold that book to someone. She is probably very unhappy now. Whomever you sold that book to is probably very unhappy now. So whomever is an indefinite pronoun and it is the object of the verb sold. Okay, get it, guys? Eight. Okay, for whose it indicates the possession. A Jack is the best in class. I borrowed Jack's notebook. So Jack, whose notebook I borrowed, is the best in class. So the owner of the notebook is Jack. So that's why we have to use the word whose. It indicates possession. Okay, get it, guys? Okay, next we have demonstrative pronouns, also known as pointing pronouns, are used to indicate which thing you are talking about. So the pointing pronouns are this, these, that, and those. We use this or this. Okay, this is for singular and this is plural to point the objects near the speaker. So in short, we use this or this if the object is very near to us, and that or the plural of that is those is to point the object far from the speaker. Okay, for example, we have I want to buy this and those over there. So this the speaker is using this because the object is near to him and he also want to buy something that is very far from him. So he used the pronoun those. Okay, so pointing pronoun stands in for what the speaker is pointing to. So this is easy, guys. We use this for singular and these for plural if the object is near, and that or the those we use this for if the object is far from the speaker. Okay, okay, okay. You should taste those. They are really good. Okay, it's like the person is pointing at something far from him, so he used those. Okay. Okay, that's a warning. A pronoun replaces a noun or else it is an adjective. For example, you should taste those apples. So this is adjective modifying the apples. All again, we also have that man looks suspicious. So it's also an adjective modifying the man. Okay, so you have to remember this. Okay, next. In order for us to master what we learned about nouns and pronouns, I have here exercise which correct we have complete the exercise with correct forms of the given nouns. Use each noun only one time. So we have to know which noun we have to put in this sentence says. Okay. So okay. So in order for us to answer this question or this sentences, we have to put these nouns in its proper places here in the blanks. Okay, proper nouns or common nouns, we have to put it here, but we only have to use one of each. One number, one word. Okay. Okay, I will give you some example in number one, and the rest you will go and answer this and as your practice also. And for our next meeting, we will gonna answer this. Okay. Okay. Number one, the age at which the first tooth appears differs greatly from child to child. So very occasionally, children are born with one or more. What's the answer? It's tooth. Okay, we have the clue here, the tooth one. So it's the sentence is talking about a tooth. Okay, okay, next. I'm gonna give you the examples. I need some blank to light the fire. So what object we use to light a fire? Is it an ox? Of course, no, it's an animal. So we have a match. Okay, I need some match to light the fire. So that's it. So that's how you gonna do it. Okay, so you have to answer this, and also we have the letter B. We have to fill in the blanks with the correct forms of the given nouns for the following exercise. Use each noun only one time. Okay, similar for letter A questions, we have to use each noun one time. Okay, so I don't have much blank, just two small bags. Okay. I'll give you example for number one. I don't have much. Okay, let's choose here. Okay. Okay, the answer is luggage. I don't have much luggage. Just two small bags. These are so this sentence is the clue here. It says that it's two small bags. So if we're gonna use bags, luggage is the more um appropriate in this sentence. Okay, so you have to answer the rest, guys. Okay, so I hope you answer this correctly. But if you don't answer it perfectly, if we don't have perfect score, it's okay. Because we are still learning about nouns and pronouns, and we're gonna get used to it. That we have to learn step by step and one at a time. So just learn at your own pace, learn with your capabilities, and also with your passion on learning English for better communication. Okay, so I guess that was it, guys. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for um, learning nouns and pronouns with me. This is Mark It Speak It, where warm voice is expressed. And I'm saying thank you and good luck. I hope we see each other again. So bye bye.